to Vandergraaf for sponsoring this Road to Recovery video. Visit their website to learn how the Grizzly Drive drum motor increases the reliability and reduces the cost of ownership of conveyor systems.
Mike, let's talk too about how your members are doing, because COVID and some economic ups and downs in 2020.
Yep.
How are they doing thus far in 2021? Production's ramping up across the construction materials industry. PCA put out some forecasts earlier this year that kind of indicated growth is ahead, more consumption's ahead, and all but the Northeast, I believe. So as we're here in April, getting into May, how are your members standing right now?
Well, we're certainly feeling a lot better this year than we were this time a year ago, right? We were in panic mode, I think, a year ago. One of the things I think that certainly helped us a year ago was for everybody in the industry to really make a case, both federally and locally, that we were an essential business, and that helped keep things going. We still thought we weren't going to do well last year. We actually did well last year, essentially more or less did a little bit better than breaking even in most places. We did have a rough start to this year. You're right. We anticipate things to improve. But through February, because of weather, consumption was down a little over 9%. But we do see, with vaccinations increasing and hopefully COVID death rates declining, consumer confidence is rising. And that's critical, because this confidence is expected to usher in a strong economic growth. PCA expects real GDP growth of 6.2% this year. With a stronger economic growth, PCA expects more than 4.5 million jobs will be created this year. That still leaves us well below pre-COVID levels. And as we know, in the construction sector, workforce development is critical. So that has to be a part of everything that we do in Washington as well. We might be able to get the jobs in an infrastructure package, but if there's nobody to do the work, that kind of leaves us in a hole, right? In total, the forward-looking picture is one of optimism. Low mortgage rates are expected to sustain growth in single-family starts. Gains in residential are expected to offset continued weakness in non-residential construction activity. Possible weakness in state and local public spending resulted from COVID-19 driven weakness will hurt, I should say, our revenue collections, but that's being offset by the $350 billion in support under the latest COVID relief package. So a lot of that fear was offset by that program. Any infrastructure bill will not likely see immediate impacts, right? But it could see increased consumption in 2022 and certainly the next few years after that. So based on all that, despite the slow start at the beginning of the year, we expect cement consumption to grow at least 2.2% in 2021.
Thank you to Vandergraaf for sponsoring this Road to Recovery video. Visit their website to learn how the Grizzly Drive drum motor increases the reliability and reduces the cost of ownership of conveyor systems.